Hey everyone, I'm meteorologist Mackenzie Bart. Happy Monday. Definitely a little bit of a winter wonderland out there in some places. Not seeing a lot of snow accumulate throughout the day, but we're starting to see that now as temperatures have fallen below that freezing mark, and overnight into tomorrow we could be waking up to a little bit more snow out there. Thankfully, a lot of it have stayed cleared of the major roadways, but some of those side streets could have a light accumulation. If you're doing any traveling tonight or early tomorrow morning, we'll take a look at how much snow you can expect and a nice little warm up in that 8-day. So feel free to ask any questions through this video and I'll try to answer them along the way. So giving you a live look at the radar right now, we can see a pretty hefty snow band settling in right along the lake shore. Pretty much all of Cuyahoga County seeing that, up through Lake County, some parts of northern Geauga County seeing that as well, and even pushing over towards Lorain. You can see covered in moderate to light snow. Folks in Elyria, that snow is about to pick up for you, so feel free to let me know how much you guys have been seeing. We got Joy on here, hello. Natasha, hello. And Tammy, hey there. Thank you guys for joining. Over through Lakewood, snow has definitely picked up for you guys. I'm sure right now 90 probably not the smoothest ride. The visibility has definitely dropped some with this latest band. Even taking it into some parts of Ashtabula County. Snow not so heavy, but we are seeing a few snowflakes here and there. North Madison, probably the heaviest of the snow here that we're seeing closer to the east side lakeshore. As we go inland, getting a little bit of a break. This is all ahead of this low that continues to bring us just these scattered snow showers. And again, heading closer to Mansfield, Marion, we have little pockets here and there, and we have let me get my pointer out. We have another round on the way that'll push through the region, so this will continue moving south and to the east here throughout the next couple hours tonight. So could add a little bit of quick dusting to your yard or the car if you're leaving it outside tonight. Here's kind of a wide view picture of that low pretty much right on top of us. That'll continue to move out of here throughout the night. Once that moves out, we'll really kind of switch over into lake effect snow, at least throughout the day tomorrow. Elizabeth asking morning commute. Let me know where you are. I'd say morning commute should be fine with how light the snow is. I'm sure ODOT will be out busy getting all of that, but unless you live in the snow belt region, we shouldn't see really too much new snow falling. So that's kind of the benefit there, but you may be dealing with some of those back roads, maybe not completely taken care of by the time you leave the house early in the morning. All right, we have other few folks on here. Elizabeth, Avon Lake to town. You should be fine. You shouldn't have any new snow falling. If you're taking the main roads, then you should be good. I'd say later tonight, if you're doing any traveling, maybe ODOT hasn't gotten to some of those yet, but again, our roads are still really warm, especially the major roads, so anything sticking makes it a little bit difficult. You are welcome. Someone asked about Norwalk, Ohio. Andrea, hey there, Andrea. So Norwalk, we'll get into kind of the snowfall amounts in a bit, but you're kind of seeing some scattered snow showers out that way. Heaviest probably now, because that'll switch over into lake effect throughout the day tomorrow. Kimberly, when will it end? I'm in Painesville. It's coming down pretty steady. I'd say, I mean, really closer to midnight, we'll still continue to see these bands move through, and then by tomorrow, you'll have a calmer forecast. Willoughby is getting lake effect big time, Debbie says. Candy-coated roads making things slippery. Yeah, definitely going to be slippery. Temperatures are cold, so anything that was damp earlier probably going to be a little bit slick in the morning. Coming down pretty steady in Euclid, Tony says. All right, let's get you to the forecast. It'll kind of give you a better look hour by hour on what you can expect. So over the next hour or two, we'll have that heavier band that we're seeing continue to push into parts of Mansfield, Worcester, through the Akron-Canton area. And overnight, we'll see a few lingering scattered snow flurries. I don't think anything that will really bring us a big accumulation, but we'll see a few flurries here and there throughout the early morning. Once we get into the later part of the day on Tuesday, late morning, early afternoon, that's where we really see those snow, lake-enhanced snow bands set up. So folks in Geauga, northern Geauga, Lake, Ashtabula, you'll see some additional accumulation Tuesday afternoon and evening before we start to see some quieter conditions heading into the middle of the week. All right, let's talk numbers because I'm sure that's what you guys want to see. So I'd say parts of Cuyahoga County right around an inch. The problem is while we do have a better chance for a lot of this to stick tonight, tomorrow we could see some of that melting away. So we're not expecting an overall big accumulation. Parts of Lorain County, an inch to an inch and a half. Once we get closer to parts of Geauga and even Ashtabula, I'd say 1 to 3 inches. This is taking the rest of the night into Tuesday afternoon. Elyria, it's still snowing. Ashtabula, Florence asked about. I'd say, you guys, the higher elevation, probably closer to 3 inches when everything's all said and done, but I'd say closer to the lake, maybe 1 to 2. Parts of Lake County, I'd say around an inch. Once we get to Akron, Medina, an inch or 2 is possible. Once we get a few of those bands in there, we could see that continue to stick. Folks in New Philadelphia, Canton, the farther south you go, the little you're going to see. The ground is kind of really warm down there. You guys have benefited from a lot of 50s and 60s. Really since starting off the month, so and even last month. So ground temperatures kind of hard for things to stick, but you might see a nice little dusting by tomorrow. Same for folks near Youngstown. Sandusky, Ashland, you might have 1 to 2 inches of accumulation. Again, we'll have these pockets here and there. Most places 1 to 2, I'd say, generally. So enough to make it look pretty. And then our snowbelt region, we're expecting a little bit more. Here's what the forecast looks like in the 8-day, because I want to talk about kind of the ups here in the forecast. Tomorrow we'll see a few scattered snow showers in the morning, switching over into lake effect throughout the afternoon and evening, and again, light accumulation is possible. Wednesday, 40, so anything you see quickly melting away by Wednesday, especially paired with that sunshine. That snow will all be gone by the middle of the week. Thursday, we'll have a few breaks of sun, but back in the 50s. 50s for Friday. Then this weekend does look like a cold one, back in the 30s. No major snow system here, though, as we head into the 8-day, besides a few of that lingering snow flurries on Tuesday. Kind of some warmer weather here. We'll have some rain on Friday for St. Patrick's Day. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. We'll have another look at the radar and any updates coming up at 10 o'clock. Please join us then, and if you can't, you can always find the latest forecast at fox8.com underneath the forecast discussion. Have a great evening. Stay safe, everyone. Leave some time for that morning commute and be safe on the roads. It could be a little bit slick in spots.